today we're talking about the future of gaming and where I think it's going, a theory I have, and some other things I want to talk about. So firstly, we're going to get into the fact that I think there's been a sort of loop with pop culture in general the last few years. Ever since the 2000s, nothing's really changed or grown to come out differently as a product in terms of entertainment and clothing and stuff like that. There's not really any new styles or anything. And I think we're in a bit of a loop where this happens every few hundred years. The same stuff happens in history. It repeats itself over and over and over. And I don't know whether people are going to get bored of the traditional ideas of handheld controllers and games and stuff like that, and the way you're third person and you run around doing all this stuff. It doesn't matter how realistic the game gets or how well it feels to play. It will never fully be immersive enough eventually to the point where you can play it forever and not get bored of it. I think people are going to do what happened with Doom. There's going to be a new game that comes along that's really big, like Doom. It's going to be revolutionary. And people will be able to make their own games in it and mods and stuff like that. Like, maybe GTA 6 will be that game. And for years to come, people will still be talking about it. And I think GTA 6 or another game after it might be it. Might be the next step in computing games and stuff and rendering them and doing whatever fancy computer stuff does for the games. Something like that's probably going to come along and be the new main thing. And I think when it does, I don't think it'll be a main game that'll be popular. I think it'll be fan-made games, a bit like what happened with Roblox, except it will take off more than Roblox did, I think. And people will basically just use it to make their own games within it. Like the Oasis and Ready Player One, kind of. But I think that's where the world's kind of headed for gaming. So yeah. And I also think that I don't think graphics definitively matter for a game. I don't think a game needs to be extremely realistic for it to be fun and feel great. I think you just need lots of detail. I think make the world feel alive. A bit how the Gmod maps feel quite real. They're very well designed, kind of. Well, they have like a synonymity around them. Like they're synonymous with something. Maybe like 2010s or like the 90s or like certain other games, but it's still never really definitively the game that people play when it comes to games of choice and open world things that you can apparently spend hours on, like GTA. It's not really usually that map that people care about. I mean, sometimes it is. It will be nostalgic, but I don't think GTA 6 map is going to be as nostalgic. It might be, it might not be, but I feel as if that game is going to take off and be similar to it's going to be similar to Doom. I think it's going to be like a new revolutionary thing, kind of, that's going to change computing and games and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'm just like blabbering, but I don't know if anyone understands what I mean. If any like computer people get what I'm talking about, but it would be cool if it's just interesting to me. I think that there's been a bit of a loop, like it kind of repeats itself, and I'm starting to wonder maybe it's really predictable seeing where things go. But I'm not sure. I just really hope there's a game that I can lose myself in. But yeah. Sorry, someone just messaged me and it's really annoying. But anyway, yeah. I think games where you just have complete freedom to do whatever you want and make whatever you want is perfect. And I think any game that does that well, or any software that does it well, like Gary's Mod, will probably be the thing that takes off going forward, I think. And I'm really excited to see what happens with that. But yeah, I just thought it'd be cool for me to talk about that, and I hope that there's people out there who watch this and think, you know what, I agree. Because I think it'll be really interesting to chat with someone about it. I'd love to hear what other people have to say as well. God, this place is creepy. Oh. But yeah. I wonder if eventually graphics will even be useful. Maybe they'll do something similar to stop motion in a game like old Mortal Kombat, which is a really funny coincidence because I'm using the gloves from the Mortal Kombat game here. But more so how they did stop motion for that. They took a picture of a 3D model or a person and had it from different angles, like hundreds of different angles. But when you move, it would like move to that angle that you're moving to. So it looks like you're moving around a 3D thing in real time. I think they should do that. That would be really cool. Or just get AI to solve it, I'm not sure. Maybe AI will just deal with it and do everything and fix everything going forward. I'm not sure. I'd just love like a Ready Player One style game. I don't know if anyone's ever going to make it, but just like open world, really hyper realistic, or it can be comic style, like comic shading, or animated looking. Just anything like that would be great, with any character you can play as, levels of detail that had never been seen, where like even the dirt would move around giant footprints, or tiny footprints, or you can be really huge or giant. You could be like a robot with all the little tiny mechanisms, with every aspect of detail on and every light. You could bounce around off of it and make it look as if it's really there, like stuff like that. Would be really cool. And I really hope that someone makes something like that. It'd be really cool. Because I feel like, imagine you're playing a game as Master Chief, and then you fight another player mate playing as Master Chief. And then a player who's playing as, like, I don't know, a Sentinel from X-Men comes along, or something. That'd be really cool. Because, you know, it's just freedom. You could do whatever you want, and it's interesting that. Or even just having, like, a X-Men game mode that you're able to make yourself, but spend, like, a couple of months or even a year on, just getting to look really detailed and perfect, and there's animations already installed. You can have like in-game cutscenes and stuff like that. It'd be really cool, but just have it be like really realistic within the game. And it's like game modes you can make like creatively, basically. That's all I really, really, really want. Like a really realistic game. And I'd love it if it kind of reinvents what it means to have a creative game as well. I hope this future game hypothetically becomes the definitive game. It'd be really cool. And I'd be really grateful if someone who's making something comes across this video and talks to me about it. It'd be really, really fun, and I'd really enjoy it. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below, everyone, and thank you for watching if you did. Goodbye.